Hey everyone, how's it going? It's your homie Blaze again. Alright, it is September 9th and 2014, and the next Team Deathmatch tournament for Ace Combat Infinity is going to start, so yay! Can't wait to start downing assholes into the ground. Well, not really, not everyone's an asshole. Some are, but I won't name who. Anyway, this video is gonna be a little different from my usual videos, which is mostly gameplay commentary for walkthroughs and such as. Since it felt like it was, I felt like it was necessary to cover something that has been growing a bit out of control on Ace Combat Infinity. Anyway, let me just break it down for you what the purpose of this video is. Basically, it wanted to inform new players of what's going on and why I'm worried about, the trend, as well as inform the community of what's going on for those who don't know, as well as maybe, address this issue to Project Aces and Namco Bandai if they ever decide to fucking, listen. And basically, do something I normally don't do, but I'll mention that in the last thing, alright? But anyway, let's just get down to it. For you new players that are hoping to get into Ace Combat Infinity, here is some advice. If you are starting out and are below 1,500 or in 1,500, your MR, your match rating, if you are in that, stick to lobbies that are match rating 1,500 and below. I'll mention why in a little bit, just be patient. Next thing, if you see anybody of 1,600 or above, stay away from them. Unless you reach that MR, then play with them. Alright? Because again, you reach that certain level, for me anyway, the way I see it, that you've reached that certain level where you're no longer a rookie. Now, the reason being why is because of this growing trend that's been plaguing Ace Combat Infinity now, is that there has been a ton and a ton of gankers and boosters now. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with the terms, a ganker is basically someone who preys on new players, or in this case, low MR players of 1,500 or below. They stay with them. In this case, they make lobbies and only keep those players in while booting anybody above 1,600 or more. Okay? They keep those levels because, for one reason, players like that are no match for them. They are no match, and they're easy prey. They're easy prey to down. They're easy prey to beat. They're basically, in this case, co-op and TDM. In co-op, having those players benefits them for events because, for example, we had the Strigan event recently. It benefits them because players like that cannot beat them in speed or the firepower that they dish out when taking out the AI. They are able to reach the high priority targets faster than them and take them out faster than them. So that leaves them starved. They're basically starving those players out. That's what a ganker is. And well, for co-op in TDM, which I've noticed last time I played it, and I mentioned it before in the last video I made for my impressions. It's gonna happen again. Gankers are gonna try to tempt you into their lobbies. If you see a lobby, when you're searching a lobby, and this is another thing I want to stress to you all, for the new players, when you're searching for a lobby, do not click quick match. Don't. Search for a match. Search for matches that are 1,500 or below if you are a low MR. If you're around 1,600 or getting close to there, then stick with the higher, then join higher level MRs. But stick to the MR levels that are closest to you, alright? That makes it easier for you to, stay, compete against. Now, the one lobbies I want you all to avoid is the ones that are titled Beginners Welcome. Especially because if you see an MR level, the host with an MR level of 1,800, let's say, to 2,100 that says Beginners Welcome, avoid them. Why? Because those guys are gankers. They want you to join because you are easy prey for them to level to progress in these events. In this case, the TDM event, and it's getting out of hand. I normally don't do these kind of videos because normally the developers address these kind of issues, or say we're gonna, in this case in the Western side, for like let's say Halo, Call of Duty, let's say those games for example. Okay. The developers, for example, they actually enforce these rules where if you boost, for example, you are liable to get banned or punished in some form or way. All right. Now, the problem is with Project Aces or Namco Bandai, whoever's in charge of Infinity, which I'm assuming it has to be Project Aces, since they are the developers. They have not done anything or actually communed with the community at all. Not at all. They haven't shown any actual interest in us or in our issues or concerns with the game itself, especially this recent one, which is ruining it for players that do want to play this, compete legitly. All right. In this case, myself, I don't really have a worry that much, but I kind of worry because it'll affect those who try to, who are trying to get into the game. It'll, on one side, for me, I can see it ruining the experience for these new players, and probably because of this experience, the sour experience they get, they'll probably never approach Ace Combat ever again, because these people, these gankers and boosters, for example, they take advantage of them, because and it just ruins their experience. They won't ever want to play anymore, and that's a potential new fan to the series that could have helped Ace Combat later on in the future, because it's a number saying, hey, Project Aces, it'd be cool if you make another Ace Combat because we have this amount in the community. That's one less. Okay, I'm thinking in the long run, because fans are what can motivate a company or developers into producing games and such. All right, now. For me, like I said, for me, it's not really an issue, but I just want everybody to have a chance to enjoy the game as for what it is, and without having issues of gankers like that. Okay. Now, the other thing is boosters. This is something that really should be addressed by Project Aces, seriously, because it's getting really out of hand. Gankers, I can understand. You can't really do anything about gankers. I mean, these people, they're everywhere. They're in MMOs. They're like in They're like MMOs. Yeah, okay. Let's just take MMOs as the best example. I play Star Wars: The Old Republic. I've seen how gankers are. They target the low levels because it's an enjoyment out of them. They do it for recreational purposes. They like piss people off. But in this case, gankers and Ace Combat Infinity, they do it to benefit themselves in these events. Okay. Now the boosters. This is something Project Aces really needs to address, or Namco Bandai. I don't know who. All right. The problem is that these boosters, they're actually inviting people. When these events start going on, what these boosters do is that they invite people, or in this case friends, for example, they invite them into these lobbies, private lobbies, and sometimes keep these low-level players in here, again, low MRs, because they can't compete, and essentially they let themselves go AFK, away from controller. In this case, they don't play at all. They don't play at all, while the host, for example, goes right after every single AI high-value target. In this case, this could happen for TDM. Now, this is the biggest one that needs to be addressed, because Project Aces, this is ruining everybody's chances of competing for this tournament. I understand on Namco Bandai's side, they want to make a profit. But you cannot, you can't screw over, you can't ignore your community and hope to make a profit. No, that's not how things work in the real world. I understand you want to maximize your profits, but if you do not take care of your community and what they say, in this case me, I love Ace Combat, and if you don't take care of crap like this, then and then Ace Combat Infinity is gonna fall, gonna fail completely, and in the future we're probably never gonna have an Ace Combat game ever again because it failed because you never address the concerns of the community. These boosters really need to be addressed, and I know of a few, and I mean, like, I know of a few, but I'm not gonna name drop yet, not until I have proof, because I'm actually gonna do that later. So that's pretty much what I wanted to explain in this video, you know, just to inform the new players out there, as well as inform the community of what the hell's going on and what my concerns are and why I feel this needs to be addressed. And the last thing I wanted to mention is something that I've always had the temptation to do something like this in previous games because I'm more in control of my, you know, emotions and all that stuff. But this, since, again, Project Aces and Namco Bandai has not decided to do anything to address this matter with the boosters and gankers, I feel as though it'd be a good idea. I mean, I even had you know, good responses from the people in the community. For example, on the Ace Combat fan page on Facebook. I'm actually going to start recording every single match, every lobby, every match I play, everything. I'm going to record everything I do in the game. And if I catch a ganker lobby or a boosting lobby, I will name those people out. I'm going to make another video, a separate video, and I'm going to name every single person I encountered. That way the community knows who these people are, and just basically, you know, just push them out. Just, I don't know. Maybe you guys are like, in this case, crucified digitally. In this case, no, not physically. I'm not saying kill them. Okay, no. I'm just saying, you know, these are the people you want to avoid and not have anything to do with. That's my goal in that next video. Just basically avoid these people, don't talk to them, and don't acknowledge them at all. Or in this case, inform Project Aces that these people are the ones that are ruining the game and should be addressed. And here's the evidence why. Alright? Now, I'm hoping that, you know, I won't be the only one doing this. I'm hoping other people that are able to record matches, and such as on Ace Combat Infinity, those who are not busy with Destiny and all that stuff, because yeah, Destiny just came out today. And, you know, it's going to be pretty, you know, I'm pretty sure most are, you know, amped up with Destiny. But hopefully I'm not the only one doing this. You know, I would like people to help me out in this, because Ace Combat really deserves better than just having them being abused like this, okay? I'm over I'm over the whole fuel issue. I got over it, alright? I'll be honest, I got over it. And because I feel, you know, honestly, Project Aces and Namco Bandai have an agenda. And they don't feel as though it's, you know, in their best interest to change that agenda. That's the reality of it, and I accepted that. All right, I'd rather not accept it, but I have to, because that's how they are. They're a business, and they're only in this to make the money. But they could do better in their public relations department. All right. Now, anyway, that's pretty much covering it. Again, I'll be making a video later on if I catch these gankers and booster lobbies. And I would like, you know, the help of others if they can do the same thing. You can take pictures, take anything, just, you know, you can't just do whatever you can and post them on the internet or post them on live, and just let the community know so that people know to avoid these people, alright? So that's pretty much it. And if you're a ganker and a booster who's done it before and are planning on doing it, and you watch this video, please don't ruin it for others. I'd rather not, you know, I'd rather not ruin it for you guys, because, you know, I'd rather not make you guys infamous to the community, but your actions are screwing other, you know, new players from being able to play, alright? So, try not to be assholes for the rest of us and the new players, alright? If you want to be the best, fight against the best. That is how you gain recognition. Recognition is gained through acknowledgement from the community, alright? Anyway, that's all I just wanted to say. So I'll see you all in the TDM tournament. I'll probably be on around 6 p.m. What is 6 p.m. You know, I live in Florida, so so I think that's Eastern. Yeah, Eastern time zone. So I'll probably be on in the afternoons on weekdays, and on the weekend I'll probably be on all day, because I really love TDM. So again, hopefully I'll be coming in and out of lobbies. I'll be joining, and sometimes I'll be making my own lobbies. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And I'll see you all in the round table. And I ain't gonna take it easy on you all. So I'll see you then.